Good morning, everyone. Now, a bit about me. I've been training for about 15 years now, and I wanted to do this video, a bit more of an in-depth video about a product which I think represents the best bang for buck of any product on our website. Now, I thoroughly enjoy torturing myself training legs, okay? I look forward to it once or twice a week. Every session is an opportunity to absolutely bury myself. I love it. And this product has been an absolute game changer for my leg training this year. For leg extensions and seated dips, the addition of this product has absolutely revolutionised it. I get such better contractions. And when I don't use this product, I really struggle to train with the same intensity. And I really feel that not having it detracts from my leg training. So I am, of course, talking about our seatbelt. Now, it may seem like a bit of a gimmick. People think, why the hell would I take a seatbelt into the gym? Just trust me, guys. If you're not sure, have a look at some of the comments on some of the videos that we posted of using our seatbelt, and you'll see that you'll hopefully see what I mean. So I'm going to do this video a bit more about the seatbelt, a bit of the specification about it, how to use it, how to get the most out of it, and how it can benefit you in your leg training as well. I consider myself to be quite an advanced lifter. I've seen a lot of trends come and go. I've trained a lot of different training styles myself. But throughout that time, I've gained a lot of weight, I've lost a lot of weight on a yearly basis. And certain exercises, you find yourself having the same problems over and over again. So, for example, on the leg extension, one of the limiting factors is as you work your way down the stack, one of the limiting factors is actually holding yourself in the seat. Because if you imagine this is a 138 kilo stack, my body weight is by no means 138 kilos. So actually holding myself in the seat becomes a real challenge, and that can become the limiting factor to progress. And yes, you hold yourself in as tightly as you can with your hands, but even then there's still some flex in your arms. You're having to bend your if you've got long arms like me, you have to bend your arms to pull yourself into the seat. And it just becomes something else to consider, or something else to concentrate on, rather than just focusing on contracting the quads and finishing the set. And our seatbelt has been an absolute game changer over the past 2 years. So when we brought these out, I tested them, and from the first rep, I could tell this was going to be a good seller. And they're 1.7 meters long. You get them cranked around the base of the seat. I like it to be angled down and back, not back or pulling me down. I like my hips to be, like I say, cranked diagonally back into the sort of corner of the room, if that's a good example, or that's a good analogy. But they are 1.7 meters long, so they're one size fits all. You get them cranked around the base of the seat, and it absolutely concretes your hips in place to the point where you don't even need to use your hands to hold yourself in place. You will notice a difference in a much better contraction from the first rep, I promise you that. And if you're not convinced, go and look at some of the comments on our other videos which have the seatbelt, because people are saying that it's been an absolute game changer for the quad training. Now, the 3 exercises that I recommend using it on are seated leg extension, seated hamstring curl, and seated dip. And I'll talk you through the seated hamstring curl next. So on the seated hamstring curl, you've normally got what you often find again is as you're working your way down the stack, holding yourself in position becomes the limiting factor, or becomes a limiting factor. And you often find yourself, your hips want to come forward because that's the hamstring lengthening. And again, it becomes very difficult to hold yourself in position like this. You want to try to maintain a bent or an angled or a bend at the hip, because that's how you engage that's how you get the tricep fully short. But because the weight of the stack is getting heavier, it pulls you out of position. So again, get one of our seat belts. Get it cranked tight around the base of the seat. Again, I like it angled and back. Some people like it down, some people like it pulling them back. But it just absolutely concretes your hips and your ass in place, meaning you can just focus on contracting the hamstrings. You'll feel more tension in your hamstrings even from first initiating the rep, because there's just no movement at all. You can output a lot more because you're not moving at all, you're not wiggling around in the seat. And even just doing that, I can get a much better contraction of my hamstrings because I'm so much more stable. Stability is always going to be something that you want to try and improve on as many exercises as possible. And this is a very, very easy way to improve stability. Now, the other exercise that I would highly recommend using it on is on seated dips. Again, there are some machines out there which are so poorly designed, they don't even have a knee pad. So lifting yourself out of the seat could become a very common occurrence across gyms. Things like the Live Fitness. I think the Live Fitness seated dip doesn't even have a knee pad. So it can lift you out of the seat, which is just ridiculous. But again, get one of our seat belts, get it cranked around the base of the seat. And it will just hold you in place and just means you can just focus on pressing as hard as possible. I think these offer the best bang for buck of any product on our website. They're £20, and it will absolutely revolutionise your leg training and your seated dips. So if you're not sure, go and have a look at the comments on the other videos. Go and look at the comments on other videos we've posted with our seatbelt, and you'll see people commenting saying that they've had a fantastic experience and they highly recommend it. So anyway, check them out online, guys. We ship worldwide.